Hello, I am Ana Cristina Fuentes from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas or BSP. In this short video, we will talk about the different types of BSP Supervised Financial Institutions or BSFIs. The BSP regulates and supervises banks and certain non-bank financial institutions as provided for in the BSP Charter, the General Banking Law, and other special laws. The BSP also supervises and regulates payment system operators. In this segment, we will tackle banks. Okay, let me try to break it down for you. When you go to a bank, you might notice that some banks are bigger and offer more services than others. This is because of the different classifications of banks and their respective powers and scopes of authority. As the famous line from the movie goes, with great power comes great responsibility. Banks with broader scopes of authority can do more complex activities and services, but they need to match this with higher capital and employ more robust risk management system. Universal banks have the authority to underwrite securities and to own other entities subject to BSP's rules and regulations. They also offer a wide variety of financial services such as deposit accounts, loans, investments, and other complex financial products. They mostly serve the banking and financing needs of corporate entities. Commercial banks are similar to universal banks, but they do not have the power to perform the functions of an investment house like underwriting. Commercial banks mainly provide banking services to individuals, small and medium-sized businesses, and corporations. They offer services such as deposit taking, lending, as well as trade and commercial-related financial services. Thrift banks focus on their niche market, which are retail clients and MSMEs. They accept deposits and lend for various purposes, such as buying a house or car or supporting business requirements of MSMEs. Rural banks focus on providing deposit and credit facilities to farmers, fisherfolk, and merchants, or to their cooperatives, and serve the general financial needs of rural communities. Cooperative banks are owned and controlled by cooperatives, which are groups of people who work together to achieve common goals. They primarily offer services such as deposits and credit facilities to members of the cooperatives, but may provide the same services to non-members or the general public. The BSP recognizes the importance of Islamic banking consistent with the goal of promoting financial inclusion. The Islamic banking system is envisioned to operate alongside the conventional banking system, allowing for an open approach where conventional banks can also operate Islamic banking units. Islamic banks offer financial services to Muslims as well as alternative banking and financing options to non-Muslims. The objectives and operations of Islamic banks or Islamic banking units and conventional banks do not involve interests or riba, and they conduct business transactions in accordance with the Sharia principles. The BSP also now allows the operation of digital banks. Unlike traditional banks, these digital banks offer financial products and services that are processed end-to-end through a digital platform or electronic channel with no physical branch. Meanwhile, a bank belonging to other categories may also offer financial products and services through digital platforms or electronic channels subject to BSP approval. Once licensed, The bank may market itself as offering digital banking products or services or other equivalent terms. What is common among these bank types is that they all accept deposits from the public. Now, you might be wondering, why do financial institutions, particularly banks, have to be supervised and regulated? As we said, banks use the money from the depositing public along with banks' own funds to run their business, so it's important for them to be supervised and regulated to make sure they are managing the depositors' and investors' money wisely and not taking unnecessary risks. This helps keep depositors' and investors' money safe and ensures that the whole financial system runs smoothly and orderly. The BSP's job is to make sure that banks operate in a safe and sound manner and that everyone's interests are protected. Explore a separate video where we delve into the non-bank institutions supervised by the BSP. For other learning resources, you may go to our website at www.bsp.gov.ph or follow us on social media.